You knew it was coming, it was inescapable, and now it's here. It's the emoji wave! Alright, you ready? Let's do this. So press on the plus button right here to get the objects, and the way this wave works is that we are going to have a string of large emoji text blocks that are placed every 50 pixels across this screen, and they turn a full rotation at a slight delay, and then the end result is that you see what looks like a giant wave. And you can make this wave out of anything. So let's get started. So press on the plus button and pull out a text object because emoji are text. And then let's not name it yet, so just press cancel here. And now let's add our first rule. And the first rule is going to be when the play button is tapped, and we're going to create 20 clones. So go to Control Flow and pull out Create a Clone. And instead of pulling out 20 of these blocks, we can just pull out a repeat block, put it above there, and put this block inside it. And in this bubble, for the repeat times, pick 20. And this will create 20 clones. Now let's add 2 more blocks. Go to Values and pick Increase Value and pull that out. And let's name a value, so tap on plus new value right here and type in clone count. And tap on that, and now we've just made a block that increases a value called clone count by 1. And I'll explain what that's doing in our next rule. So then pull out a wait block and put that under the increased value and wait 50 milliseconds. So this value is keeping track of the number clone that we've just made. So every time you create a clone, let's say you're creating your first clone count will be 1, and then we'll wait 50 milliseconds, and then we'll make our next clone, and then the number clone count will be 2, and we will wait another 50 seconds, etc. for 20 clones. Now exit out of this rule by tapping either here or on the X, and let's add a new rule. Now go to More for your whens, and you will now see a new when called character is cloned. So pull that up here. So this rule will come into place every time a character is cloned. So the first thing we want the clone to do is set position to a specific spot on the screen. So to do that, we need to go to Move and pull out a set position block. And this part's tricky. For the X position, first start with a plus operator, which is right under random. And then we're going to go to Values and pick Text X Position. This number is how far to the left your first text block is. And then for the second bubble, now tap on that second number. We're going to pick the multiply operator right here. And for the first number, we're going to pick 50. Now tap on that second number. And here, add a value. And let's pick clone count. And for Y, let's make it 200. That should be good. All right, so what does this mean? Well, first, the first text object, we're going to make sure to place it over here on this part of the screen in the beginning of the project. And then the first clone will be where that text position is, plus 50 times 1. And the second one will be where that text position is, plus 50 times 2, which is 100. So the first one's here, the second one's here, the third one's here, on, 20 of them, all the way until the last one is 50 times 20, because text clone count will become 20 by that point. And then you will have 20 clones evenly placed across the screen. Cool, so press check. And now we need to set text. So go to Looks and Sounds and pull out a set text and tap on this keyboard right under the numbers. Now get rid of new text and go to the emoji. You should have emoji enabled on your iPad by going to Settings. And so you should then see this button. And once you do, tap on emoji. All right, so you can pick any emoji you want. I'm going to pick all blue and white emoji because I want to make water. So you got to look through and find any blue and white emoji. But I would advise you against anything that has other colors in it because they can get in the way. So I'm just going to pick a bunch of blue and white ones, and this might take you a while. You're going to fill 3 rows of emoji all the way to here. And remember, you can always pause the video on the bottom if you ever need to catch up. Okay, great. So now I have 3 rows full of emoji. Press done once you have that. And now we're going to have them turn. So go to Control Flow and pick Repeat Forever because these are going to turn forever. And then to turn, we're going to go all the way up to Movement and drag out a turn block, put it inside the Repeat Forever, and pick -2. So why -2? Well, it's negative because we want this wave to turn clockwise, and it's 2 because that sets the speed. This is actually turning 2 degrees, then another 2, and it'll ultimately turn 360. And if we did -1, it would do that half as fast. And if we did -4, it would go much faster, etc. And so I mentioned that each of these emoji blocks is going to turn with a slight delay after the one before. And the reason that will happen is if we go back to this rule, because you're waiting 50 milliseconds before creating the next clone. So every clone turns once it's created, but there's a 50 millisecond lag before each clone is created. So then you come here and you're turning. So then lastly, we want the wave to start here, so that each clone, as I said before, will be here, 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 etc. So put that right there at 0, 200. That should do it. And let's see what it looks like. Whoa! There you go. You've just made an emoji wave. And check out the other videos to see how to add backgrounds and characters to make a full game or movie. And if you want to add the surfer you saw earlier, then check out the tilting video to see how you can move characters by tilting your iPad. Now go forth and cover the earth in waves of emoji. Can't wait to see what awesome stuff you all make. Until next time.